When you think of Paris, you think of PSG. Well, to be honest, when I think of Paris, I think of the Eiffel Tower and baguettes. But yeah, in football terms, definitely PSG. But across the very same city, there's another club, Paris FC. They're stuck in the second division of French football and nobody even knows they exist. Unlike PSG, Paris FC never got that takeover. They never had the oil money coming in. And so they've never been able to even compete with PSG. But today, that changes because I'm going to become the manager of Paris FC with one goal in mind: to become better than PSG. With the team we've got at Paris FC and the limited budget, this challenge is going to be incredible. But we're going to give it everything to pull this off. It's time for day one as the boss of Paris FC. And honestly, things couldn't be more different around here. Like, compare this to PSG. This squad is terrible. Most of the players are veterans. A few good players that are there are all loanies. And there are so many players on their final year contract-wise. Our budget as well is only 8 million. PSG at least have 15 times that amount. Maybe even 20. But somehow, guys, we're gonna have to work with what we have. And our first objective, I think, is to get out of Ligue 2 and find our way into getting promoted to Ligue 1, because only then we'll be able to compete with PSG. The first thing we need to do is just assess the squad we've got, find out which players are going to be decent for us. And well, there aren't many because this squad does not have all that much talent. One thing's for sure, in a system like this, we're going to play a 4-2-3-1 formation. But yeah, this team is in a very dire situation. We're going to somehow figure out how to make some improvements. But after searching through the squad a lot, there were a few hidden gems like Vian Macon, 72 rated, age 23. He could really be a top class player for us, but he's on loan. But you know what? I think this is where we've got to start making the investments. He knows the club already. I think I want to sign him. Oof, the negotiations were brutal, but after adding a 20% sell-on clause, looks like we've made it work. And just like that, we've made our first signing in Macon. He was already at the club, so I don't know if it counts, but hey, we've got him on a permanent deal. There was another player at the club that looked very interesting in Ilan Cabal. Could he be the next Riyad Mahrez? But oh no, he's worth about 4.8 million and we don't even have that amount. All we can offer is like 4 million and I really don't think we've got the money to pull this off. I think for now, we're just gonna have to reject this. Unbelievable. That's the problems we're gonna face being in the second division of French football. We can just about make this transfer, but then we won't have money for contracts. So nope, this signing is not happening. What we're doing with the remaining money is giving some of our players new contracts because I don't want them leaving for completely free. To be honest, the contract situation wasn't as expensive as I thought. We still have 4 million. Maybe if we can somehow generate funds, we can sign Cabal on a permanent deal. There you go, and we've actually managed to sell a player that we didn't really need. Oh my god, this guy's a giant. You can tell he's a goalkeeper. But yep, we sold him for about 1.1 million, and I think that money is going to come crucial. I'm trying to use the extra funds that we just got to try and sign Cabal, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. Let's start with the 4 million offer, and it actually worked. That is brilliant, but it's a hefty sell-on clause we're putting. Hopefully, we never have to sell him. And so we've negotiated with Cabal and secured him on a permanent deal. And with that, I think we're going to have to put a hold on our transfer business, because with 700k, we're not really improving this team. I know the only signings we've made this season were players that were already here, but I think we needed to do this. With this remaining money, what I'm thinking we should really be doing is focusing on the youth academy. We've got a 3-star experience, 2-star judgment scout, which I'm not really too excited for. Do we have the money to hire another one? I don't think so. I guess we're gonna have to rely on Lucas Thierry to get us some top-tier talents this season. We're gonna send him to France and see if he can bring us some talents. Getting some amazing academy players in the first season could be what gets us to Ligue 1. Not gonna lie, this was a difficult window because we weren't able to bring in new players, but I think we've done what we can. Cabal and Macon are very exciting players to have, but apart from them, no one really stands out, and just let's see how we do. We made our way to the end of the season, finishing 10th in Ligue 2, far away from a promotion spot. The truth is, I kind of knew that promotion in our first season was not going to be possible. I mean, just look at our team. We had a few players leaving as well. The only bright spots were our new signings, Cabal and Macon. I'm so glad we made permanent deals out of these. While it does look like so far we've been taking an L, the entire season our focus was establishing our youth academy and scouting project. And yes, guys, the focus on the academy academy paid off. We're not a club with endless money. We're gonna have to do stuff like this, and look at the players we've scouted. Basile Roche for left back, Lesage for, of course, the centre back position, Gillette as well. We've got Leroy and Roy coming through as well for the winger positions. 5 amazing academy prospects coming into the team for next season. And honestly, we're gonna try and promote as many of them as possible. With the academy players coming in and maybe a bit more money in our budget, next season could be interesting. Meanwhile, in the other side of Paris, PSG are struggling in Ligue 1. Oh man, this motivates me so much to get our team promoted because I smell an opportunity. Oh wow, I can understand why they struggled in Ligue 1. Their full focus was in the Champions League. No, I kind of wanted to get Paris FC to the Champions League before them, but that's not possible. But let's somehow get Paris FC that Champions League trophy too. But okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Before we even think about competing with PSG, we need to first get into Ligue 1. Honestly though, this Paris FC project I think is going well. We've now got a bench full of amazing youth academy players, and hopefully this season they'll grow a lot. Plus, our first team is actually looking decent with Cabal and Macon growing so much. The defense isn't too bad. If we can just get ourselves a new goalkeeper, a new centre mid, I reckon we'll have a team that could maybe fight for promotion. Once again, no oil money for us. We're dealing with really just awful money. There's no funding at this club whatsoever. 7 million this season. We're starting off by signing a goalkeeper because we need one. And Guillaume Restes from Toulouse is who I found, 65 rated. And you know what I love the most? Seeing that his contract's expiring. Guys, we only spent 1.3 million to get him. This is a keeper that's 18 years old, a lot of potential, already 65 rated. I'm loving this. We've still got 6 million left, and with this money, we need a new centre mid, and I'm thinking maybe it's time to create some chaos. What if we sign Warren Zaïre-Emery, one of the most brightest prospects at PSG? If we can pull off this coup, this would be a statement to just let PSG know that we're coming for them. You actually think I would join Paris FC? What a joke. I'm gonna fire my agent for even setting up this meeting. What a waste of my time. You guys are never gonna be on PSG's level. Wow, guys, we just got completely obliterated by Warren Zaïre-Emery. Fair to say, I don't think he's joining Paris FC anytime soon, or probably ever. But there's another Parisian who we could sign. It's Edouard Michou, but he's the kind of player that PSG kind of want to get rid of. So we're just gonna collect the scrap from PSG. But hey, at least this time we don't get embarrassed, and Michou signs a contract to join Paris FC. Once again, with the limited resources, we've done what we can. We've put in a bunch of youth academy players on the bench. We've massively reduced the average age of the squad. And with talents like Michou coming in, Cabal and Macon already growing, maybe this season we could put up a fight. We're now getting through the League 2 season to see if we can secure promotion. Not quite. We end up finishing 7th in League 2. To be honest, that is definitely an upgrade from last season, and I think we're not far off from a promotion spot. But most importantly, this season, the team saw some solid growth. Look at Ilan Cabal. He really is becoming the next Riyad Mahrez, 81 rated. Diakite not looking too bad, and he's only 21. Macon as well at right back is turning out to being an incredible player to have. Michou went up by 5 ratings. That is crazy. And just look at the academy players in the bench. Soon they're going to be starters. If we get a bit of money next season, who knows, we might be able to make the push. For season 3, it looks like the board is backing us as well. 12 million to spend. I think with that, if we bring in a striker, a CDM, I reckon we should have what it takes to get promoted. We start off by making a free agent signing for the CDM position. Max Bird is who we found. We're taking him from England all the way to Paris, but I think he should find it comfortable here. The thing is, he's 23 years old, so I can't believe we've got him for free. That does mean we've got more money for the striker position. And if I'm being honest, I think I've already found my guy. Marco Lazetic, who's currently playing for Borussia Dortmund, 73 overall, 6'4". He looks like an absolute unit up top, and I think he is just what we need. So for 7 million, we've got our new number 9 at Paris FC. I really feel with Lazetic coming in, coupled with, of course, our midfield having Michou, Cabal, and Macon being incredible, and the youth academy players getting better and better, this season could be our chance. Alright guys, we've made it to the end of the season, and I think we have secured promotion, 3rd in League 2, but I'm still unsure. Do we have to go through playoffs? It seems like, guys, there is no playoff in League 2, so do we just get directly promoted to Ligue 1? I think we do. If that's the case, then what a season. Look at the growth as well in our players. Lazetic has gone up to a 77 overall, Cabal is 82, Diakite is doing doing well, Mishu 78, but also one of the cool things this season, the Youth Academy players are now becoming starters. Look at Leroy, our starting left winger now. Roche as well, our best left back currently. Lesage as well is going to be a starter from next season. Hopefully with all that, we're going to be ready for Liga. And yes, guys, promotion to Liga has been secured. Look at us alongside PSG in the top flight. Honestly, this season, I'm really worried about just surviving because our team is a lot worse than everyone else. But we do have a lot of talent. Money-wise, we don't really have much. Even after getting promoted, 12 million is our budget. To be fair, we'd actually got 21 million, but had to spend a lot of money on renewing contracts and giving our players wages that they deserve. But with just 12 million, it's kind of limited us. Do you know what I'm thinking, guys? Let's upgrade our defense a little bit because I think we'll need that in Liga. Lenny Yoro playing for Lille. He's got that Liga experience, 75 rated, just about fits in our budget. This might be it. I really don't mind putting in Dabila in this deal and seeing if it works. If we can get that fee down a little bit, that would just be perfect. And by the looks of it, that's gonna work. Let's go. We've just signed one of the most promising defenders in the French league, Lenny Yoro. Welcome to Paris FC. The question is that one signing enough to help us survive in Liga? Would you look at that? Here we are playing against PSG for the first time ever. I want to see what happens in this game, boys. We're up against Paris Saint-Germain. They destroy us. Kylian Mbappe scores. They've signed Guardiola as well. Well, that was gonna happen once we entered Liga. But let's see how our season goes. I really did not expect this. 11th in our first season in Liga. I really thought we were gonna be in a relegation battle. This is actually amazing. But then I look and see where PSG are. I don't know when we'll be able to compete with them for the title. Hopefully soon, because the growth in our team has been stunning. Cabal now 85 rated. Macon is up to an 80 overall. Lazetic is growing well. Mishu too. And would you believe it, one of our top scorers of this season is from the Youth Academy, Jeremy Leroy. That is incredible. It's kind of frustrating, guys, because I know if the board give us a decent amount of money, we could soon make a push for top 6, even top 5, because I think we can do it. Well, let's see what happens next season. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the grind with Paris FC, I'd really appreciate if you could spare a moment and subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 800k subs, and with a bit of help from you guys, I can get there. For season 5, we've got our biggest budget yet, but I really don't feel 22 million is actually enough to make a meaningful improvement to this side, so that's a problem. I really think if we want to take Paris FC to a position where we can qualify for the European competition, we're gonna need more funds, but we don't have it, so somehow we're still gonna have to make it work. This season though, I've got a plan. When we signed Max Bird for free, I knew it was not going to be a long-term signing, and I think now might be the time to cash in on him. I've got a plan. Hold on. We managed to sell Max Bird for about 14 million to Napoli. The fact that we got him for free, it's solid profit. With that, our budget is now 35 million, and we can definitely make a meaningful upgrade. With the money we've got, signing a talent like Romeo Lavia could be exactly what we need to take this club to the next level. And guess what? His contract's expiring. I think we can pull this off. If we can get him for 30 million, that is an absolute steal, and no freaking way we're actually gonna do this. Can you actually believe it? We've just signed one of the world's most talented CDMs to Paris FC. It's time to see how much of an impact the signing of Romeo Lavia can have on this team. Wait a minute, guys. I don't see us anywhere in the mid-table positions. Have we been relegated? Okay, no, we haven't been relegated. Wait a minute. What does that mean? Are you kidding me? Paris FC, second in Liga? That is unreal. Let's just ignore the gap between us and PSG for now. But we've somehow become the second best team in France. How has one signing changed the team so much? What a player, Romeo Lavia. But honestly, it wasn't just him. Look at how much this team has grown. Like, it's looking so freaking balanced. The bench looks so much improved. 5 seasons in with Paris FC, I can already feel we're building pressure on PSG. We're gonna be in the Champions League next season. That means finally we might get money to invest into this team. Being in the Champions League means that we've got our biggest budget yet, 56 million. Finally, it's a budget where we can actually have an impact. This season, I think I want to improve the camp position, and that does mean Diakite, we're probably going to try and cash in on you. I actually can't believe we cashed in on Diakite by selling him for almost 25 million. That's one thing we've been doing really well with Paris FC. We've been selling players at the right time and generating a lot of cash that way. 80 million now to make improvements to this team. Let's do it. Even though we've got 80 million, I'm still on the hunt for free agents and I found a couple of really good ones. Mohamed Diomande, 79 rated for free. That's the kind of signing we need to make. Honestly, squad depth is going to be needed considering we're going to be in the Champions League. And let's sign Bastien as well for a bit of depth in the left back position. Ooh, I'll tell you this bench now looks definitely a lot better. Still, we need a striker, but I think first I'll focus on getting a world-class cam. Okay, guys, Mohamed Kudus could be the kind of player to completely change our attack. Imagine him running the show and dictating the midfield. It's got to be this, but I don't know if we can even afford him because, yeah, it's going to be tricky. Oh, I don't think we can afford him because our budget's been reduced to 74 million after signing a couple of free agents. Even with a good chunk of money, getting a world-class cam, it's not going to be easy. I think we're going to get rejected. Absolutely. Hear me out, guys. I know Bryan Gill is a left winger, but if we sign him, convert him to a cam, I reckon he'd be unbelievable. And also, look at this. His contract's expiring. I actually can't believe it. We just signed Bryan Gill for just 40 million. That is a steal. Everything now rests on whether we can convert Bryan Gill to a cam, and looks like in a couple of weeks we can. Okay, with Bryan Gill looking decent in that cam spot, our first 11 looks pretty incredible. All we, I think, need now is maybe a backup striker with the 30-odd million that we've got. And for that, we end up signing Norman Bassett, who looks to be a really good option as a backup striker. We only paid 20 mil for him. Honestly, guys, I don't think we've had this good of a squad plus this much squad depth ever. We're actually going to now see if we're good enough to beat PSG at the Parc des Princes. This is the Parisian derby. Our team, much better than the last time we faced them. Can we cause an upset here? And yes, we can! Paris FC has just beaten PSG. That is outrageous. But is this going to be enough to get Paris FC to being the #1 team in the French league? Honestly, I still don't think we've got the squad to do that. But hey, teams like Monaco, Lille have all won Ligue 1 before. Maybe we can have our own underdog story. We've made it to the end of the Ligue 1 season. We are definitely the underdogs, but we've shown that we can beat PSG. But can we do it over a season? Can we win Ligue 1? And yes, we can! Paris FC! We've made them the #1 club in France. That is surreal. No wonder we managed to dethrone PSG, man. Look at the team. It's grown so much. I think, okay, we may have taken an L with Bryan Gill, but the rest of the team, Michu 88, Lesage 86, Roche 83 as well, Leroy 85. Trust me, if we did invest in the youth academy at the start, I don't think this would have been possible. Even players on the bench have grown. Winning Ligue 1 and dethroning PSG was one of our goals, but the other goal was winning the Champions League. We couldn't unfortunately win it before PSG, but winning it now while PSG watching us would be beautiful. And well, this season we came extremely close, but Liverpool knocked us out in the semi-finals. We could have really had a PSG versus Paris FC final. I'm dreaming for that because that would be the best way to make Paris FC the top club of Paris. We've made Paris FC the best team in France. It's now time to conquer Europe. And I think we can really do it. We've got the team. Last season we reached the semi-finals. I think all we need is one signing. I know it's a big boy signing, and the good thing is 95 million is our budget. I really thought Kylian Mbappe, signing him from PSG would be the perfect statement, but it's just impossible, guys. He's worth 200 million. No matter what we do, generating the funds for him, it's impossible. Plus, for us, the way we've built Paris FC, no player is bigger than the club, and we'll stand by that. Instead, we've gone ahead and spent 80 million on Wesley Fofana. Our defense now is going to be insane. I think, guys, this is just an unbelievable team that we've built. There's only one weakness in this side, and for me, that's Bryan Gill, but I'm hoping this season, now that he's got a bit of experience in the league, he can thrive. But apart from that, I think we've got what it takes to win the Champions League. We're making it through the season to find out if this time we can make the final. Okay, this is not a good sign. In the group stages, we finished second, 8 points off Juventus. But we're the underdogs, we're always in these situations. And look at that, we knocked out Real Madrid. Meanwhile, PSG are also progressing. Quarterfinals, and we've knocked out AC Milan. Let's go! PSG are also going through. Is this gonna set up for a Paris FC versus PSG final? Semi-finals, we knock out Dortmund. PSG somehow get through Barca. No way! This is the most dramatic finale possible. Paris FC against PSG. Are you kidding me? It is literally time for the ultimate test for this team. All the academy players that we've got, the signings that we made, this is it. I mean, look at players like Lazetic, Leroy, Cabal. They've had incredible seasons. Look at former PSG player Michu. It's now time for these guys to deliver. I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous, but let's do this. Mbappe with the chance, and okay, so far we're handling him well. The man from the academy did a good job there. Oh, we could have a chance here. Lazovic, go on. Come on, Lazovic with a massive chance against PSG. He scored. I can't believe this. We've taken the lead. Okay, guys, we need to calm down now. We're still facing PSG. The battle for Paris is on, and we've got the advantage. Oh, we're up against Mbappe. That's the only way to stop him. Fofana's going to get booked for that. Mbappe again on the attack. Fofana's risking a red card there, but he pulled that off somehow. I'll tell you one thing, guys. The youth academy players that we've got, like Leroy and even Roche, they are so freaking good. Honestly, we got so lucky with the academy. Mbappe is literally the danger man, guys. Oh, no, no, no. We almost had Fofana sent off there. It's impossible to stop Mbappe. Asensio with a chance. We somehow get it away. We're going to need to just survive for the next 30 minutes. Oh, man. Mbappe attacking down this left side. It is just a nightmare. Oh my god, get it away. Big save from our keeper. Guys, we have just 20 minutes to somehow hang on now. Do you know what? I just went in with the most terrible challenge you'll ever see. Guys, we're lucky that wasn't a red card. No, it was. It was a red card for Macon. No. No. Honestly, that was deserved. No complaints. But what do we do now? Brian Gill, I think we're sacrificing you. I'm putting Yoro in that right back position. He's got the pace. We're a man down against PSG, and we've got to survive for the next 15. No, no, no. It could be all over. It could really be all over. That was a crucial challenge. Oh, man. Yoro's coming on. He's got to just defend. Nothing else. No, 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 no. Asensio with the chance. Big save from our keeper. Oh, man. Every time there's a set piece, it's just complete chaos. I'm feeling pain right now. Romeo Lavia does really well. Earns us a goal kick. Every little thing like this counts. Just 5 minutes left on the clock, but look at the pressure PSG are putting on us. Everybody's tracking back for us almost now. Romeo Lavia trying to defend that. It's killing Mbappe right now. Fofana does well. Good challenges coming in, but they still get through. Oh, what a challenge that is from Fofana. That is a Champions League winning tackle from him. And yes, we've made Paris FC the #1 team, not just in France, but in Europe. Oh my days. And honestly, it's so fitting the way we've won. We were underdogs throughout this video, and we won it in exactly that manner. As we lift the Champions League trophy, I can proudly say that I've made Paris FC better than PSG. If you guys enjoyed this journey with Paris FC, I'm sure you'll enjoy me fix Hamburg, who are one of the worst clubs in Germany right now. Click here to watch that.